Oh, you look fantastic, Amanda. Before I keel over, I just want to let you know how proud I am.
Get all this out of the way now so we can have fun.
Hope so. When does the fun start? Thanks much. You look stunning.
Clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue, and I see clouds of white, and the brightness of day. I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
All right, friends, family, loved ones, and Fleischman, welcome. We're here today to celebrate the joining of two outstanding individuals, Chris and Amanda, into an even greater union, the most blessed of unions, the union of marriage. I really am immensely honored and humbled to have been asked to be part of this wonderful moment today. The bride and groom do ask that the service be unplugged, so please no phones, no photos, just enjoy the moment here right now with Chris and Amanda. Marriage is an act of faith and a personal commitment, as well as a moral and physical union between the parties. It's been described as the best and most important relationship that can exist between two human beings, the union of their love and their trust into a single energy. In the face of the chaos of everyday life, every wedding is a celebration of the human potential for goodness. It's a celebration of our ability to live in love and in peace. And it's a gift to those in attendance that they may live within the sanctity of their own vows. Chris and Amanda, I'm so excited for you both to begin this new chapter in your lives. Many people have been waiting a long time for this moment. And all of us gathered here know with all our hearts that this is the real deal. But don't take my word for it. Before I continue, it's time for a little bit of group participation. And I ask all of you present to declare your love and support for Chris and Amanda. So, I ask that everyone please stand. Chris and Amanda, please turn and acknowledge your friends and family as they acknowledge you. As family and friends, you form a community of support that surrounds Amanda and Chris. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in loving each other. Always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and your support, not your judgment. Encourage them and listen to them when they ask for advice. In these ways, you can honor this marriage into which they have come to be joined today. So I ask you, do you offer your love and support to strengthen their marriage and bless this family created by their union? Please respond by saying, "We do."
We do.
Please be seated. I have had the great privilege and honor and adventure of calling Chris a great friend for the last 17 years. Wow, we're old. From the moment I met Chris, I loved him. To me and to all that know Chris well, Chris is the definition, living embodiment, and epitome of fun. He jumps in with both feet every time, no matter what the occasion is, and is always reeling people, sometimes against their will, to participate. But it's always a blast. It was in a tropical location much like this when I first got to know Chris on a company trip in Punta Cana. Even though he cheated in the push-up competition, and Justin and I and Fleischman beat him again 4 years later in southern France, he was the life of the party on that trip and every other trip I've been on with Chris since. When he's engaging with people in his business, whether from the stage or one-on-one, he is present and always looking to add the most value that he can, sometimes spitting fire with business and life advice, sometimes singing Dream On to raise money for charity, or sometimes performing an interpretive dance while I sing Barbie Girl a cappella again for charity. Chris is a true yes man, always up for whatever opportunity presents itself. Whether making people laugh during a quote-unquote business message, hosting parties in his room on trips, or busting surprisingly killer moves on the dance floor, the underlying theme is that Chris lives his life with passion. Franz Schubert is quoted as saying, "Happy is the man who finds a true friend, and far happier is he who finds that true friend in his wife." Amanda and Chris, when I see you together and observe the way you act together and the people that you are together, it's obvious you found a true friend, a best friend in one another. Amanda, you came into Chris's life and into our lives, and we fell in love with you as an individual and together as a couple. Your equal passion for life, your pursuit of growth and self-development, dedication to your daughter and family, and your pure and contagious energy make you the perfect match, blend, and complement for Chris. You counter Chris's zany goofiness with a warm and calming presence, a spirit that makes everyone around you feel like they're exactly where they're supposed to be. Because of both of your welcoming natures, Chris and Amanda have a unique ability to make others feel like they've always known and loved you. Amanda, Chris's passion and exuberance for life is equally matched by your own. Amanda radiates joy about the big things and the little things in life. And she's a dreamer in the best sort of way and lives like she still believes in the words from When You Wish Upon a Star. That's not easy. I love that about you, and I know Chris does too. One of the greatest pieces of advice I got right before I got married actually began with a lie. And the lie, he said, was that a marriage was always 50-50, compromise. Compromise is important in any relationship, and especially in a marriage, but a great marriage is not 50-50, but 100-100. A great marriage is created not when husband and wife meet in the middle, but when they go the whole way for each other, fully satisfying their partner's needs and desires above their own. Today, your separate lives, each with your individual memories, desires, and hopes, merge into one life, a new dimension, a marriage, a union, which is greater than the sum of its parts. Your relationship is a beautiful example of this. Your teamwork, happiness, and emotional support of each other create a union that's so much greater than the sum of you as individuals. And this synergy that exists between you shows up in so many different aspects of your life. There's a magnetic force between you that's intensely palpable. Watching you dance together, watching you walk together, talk quietly together. I spent a lot of time watching. The two of you together just makes sense. And I'm so happy for both of you that you found the person who truly completes you. And together you'll continue to create something far greater than the sum of its parts. My final charge to you and to everyone here is just 3 simple things to always remember to pour into your marriage and life every day. Number 1 is belief. Keep believing in each other the way that you do today, and the way that you always have. Your belief in each other as partners and as people will keep you moving forward as individuals and keep you moving closer together as a couple. Number 2 is energy. Energy is something which God has abundantly supplied each of you. Remember to call on that energy often and pour it into each other every day of your life together. Marriage takes effort, no doubt, but you can make the effort fun with the right energy and spirit. And finally, love. The love between you, the love that surrounds you with two incredible families, and the love that's emanating on the faces of everyone here today is something you'll always carry with you. Continue to love each other and to love others together, even as you do in this very moment. Before I continue, we'd like to pause for just a brief period of silence. Use this as an opportunity to connect with the spirit of the day and of this couple in whatever way that you feel will best serve them from this day forward. It can be a moment of prayer, of gratitude, or just silent support and love for Chris and Amanda. We, as your friends and family gathered here today, accept for you a love that brings out your magnificence, a love that gives you the courage to stand apart and the willingness to stand together. When times call for you to be apart, may you always return to your togetherness. We now have our first of 4 readings. First, I'd like to call up friend of the bride and groom, Carrie Care Bear Fisher.
A reading from Corinthians. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things.
Next, we have a friend of the bride and groom, Marissa Miller.
Remember tonight, for it is the beginning of always, a promise, like a reward for persisting through life so long alone, a belief in each other and the possibility of love. A decision to ignore, simply rise above the pain of the past, a covenant, which at once binds 2 souls and yet severs prior ties. A celebration of the chance taken and the challenge that lies ahead. For 2 will always be stronger than 1. Like a team braced against the tempest civil world, and love will always be the guiding force in our lives. For tonight is a mere formality, only an announcement to the world of feelings long held, promises made long ago in the sacred spaces of our hearts.
Next, we have friend of the bride and groom, Josh Dix.
The Art of Marriage by Wilfred A. Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together, facing the world. It's forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It's doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It's speaking words of appreciation, demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's not looking for perfection in each other, but it is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow, and it's finding room for things for the spirit. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independent is equal, the dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. It's discovering what marriage can be at its best.
Finally, we have friend of the bride and groom, Brooklyn Espelgard.
Find a partner who can accept you as you are, but also inspires you to evolve, because they take their own growth seriously. Love will not seek to change you, but will embrace you so unconditionally that you will feel safe enough to heal the old and put effort into the new. The courage you both have to stay committed to the inner journey will reflect brightly on your relationship. All the good qualities that you develop as empowered individuals will help you calmly, compassionately, and creatively handle the challenges you may face as a couple. Because you know that growing is not easy, you will warmly support each other when one of you feels down and rejoice when victorious steps forward have been taken.
Chris and Amanda have chosen to write and read their own vows. Amanda, if you could please begin.
I choose you. I chose you long ago when I didn't even know what I wanted. Maybe I loved you in a past life. All I know is that the higher power has brought us together when the time was right. We have grown together, laughed together, and endured many adventures together. You are my partner, my travel buddy, my movie and wine night companion, and my best friend. The universe strongly pulled me to you, and we have lived in the stars together. You inspire me to be a better person. You inspire me to be the best wife and friend. And I look forward to each new chapter as we grow together. I promise to stay playful, to always be a supportive listening ear, and to laugh and love as much as I possibly can each and every day. I promise to help burn the candles evenly and to laugh with you when you're trying to be funny. I look forward to each new chapter, adventure, vacation, conversation, and every second of living life with you. I choose you. I love you.
Thing doesn't work. I can do it. I vow to show up for you with energy, presence, and patience. I vow to love you with my whole heart. I vow to always make you smile when you are sad, or at least try. I vow to become more serious and less goofy when you need that and to know the difference. I vow to support and encourage and push and challenge and listen unconditionally to know the difference of when you need each. I vow to keep expanding our world while sharing more of this world with you. I vow to still confuse you, but at least complete my entire thought so you have a chance to understand me. I vow to be less self-independent and more of a partner with you, what you want and you need and you deserve. I vow to keep working on the couple other couples aspire to be. I vow to be honest with you always. I vow to keep dreaming with you. I vow to trust and value your opinion. I vow to work on letting you finish your thoughts when we get in an argue before I respond. I vow to hold your hand whenever we go out for a walk. I vow to minimize leaving smelly clothes laying around. I vow to give you more of my whole heart and be less protected and cold. I vow to be the best partner, companion, lover, friend, and spouse you can have. I vow to be more kind. I vow to always let you tell the story of how we met. I vow to always stare at your legs and your butt and think, damn. I vow to do a better job of articulating my thoughts when that is what you need from me. I vow to make and start our own family traditions together. I vow to never let you win at speed. I vow to keep looking at you until you awkwardly ask, what? I vow to keep looking at you at times and think to myself, wow, she is so sexy, but actually tell you that's what I'm thinking when I'm looking at you. I vow to always lead you when going anywhere because of your sense of direction. I vow to take you to more Bucks games. I cannot vow that I will like country music more, but I can vow I will at least go to country concerts with you. I vow to never stop wine and movie nights. I vow to every year ask you what condiment would you prefer to have come out your belly button. Every couple of years. I vow to do a better job of giving you words of affirmation. I vow to always sleep on the side closest to the door. I vow for you to be my only one. I vow to be better at saying I'm sorry, you're right, I'm wrong, whatever you need, babe. I vow to build a beautiful life with you and put you above everyone else.
Chris, place the ring on Amanda's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
As a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
As I place it on your finger.
As I place it on your finger.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
Let it be a reminder of the vows we have spoken here today.
Let it be a reminder of the vows we've spoken here today.
I am always by your side.
I'm always by your side.
And Amanda, please place the ring on Chris's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
As a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
As I place it on your finger.
As I place it on your finger.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
I commit my heart and soul to you.
Let it be a reminder of the vows we have spoken here today.
Let it be a reminder of the vows that we have spoken here today.
I am always by your side.
I am always by your side.
I now invite the bride and groom to come behind the table and sign our license and certificate of marriage. And if Dane and Jenny could also come up to sign as witnesses. You guys sign here.
Ooh. Am I dripping snot on my nose? Yeah.
Chris and Amanda, we've heard your promise to share your lives in marriage. We recognize and respect the vows you have made here this day before each one of us as a witness. In the honesty and sincerity of what you have said and done here today, it is my honor and delight to declare you from this day forward to be husband and wife. You may seal your vows like this.
Off from my home, we're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun to get our share of this world's delight.
And now, please everybody sit down.
For the future,
Now we want to do our first dance. So please put your hands together, guys. Yes.
Used to spend my nights out in a barroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
I've looked for love in all the same old places, and found the bottom of the bottles always dry. When you poured out your heart, no, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. And you're as You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. Oh, you're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Come on, everybody. Let's give it a big applause. Come on, everybody.
Dear Lord, thank you so much for just a wonderful day, just a wonderful celebration. Chris and Amanda having the time of their lives. I just ask that you bless them, you bless their marriage, you bless this community, you bless all the people that are here, and you help us all to give the support and aid to really pour into each of them to help them really live out just a tremendous marriage. We thank you so much for friends, for family, for community. We just ask that you bless this time, bless these conversations, and bless this marriage. Amen.
Mexican wedding celebrating this beautiful couple, Chris and Amanda, right over there. For those of you that don't know me, I am Jen / maid of honor / sister, younger sister of this gorgeous bride right here, Amanda. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, Amanda, Maya, Amanda, Applejacks, mom's favorite. I love that with just one look. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you for that. You always just know what I'm thinking. Throughout the years, my sister and I have gotten a little bit closer. She's always been more social than I, which is not a secret, and has encouraged me to open up and be more open-minded. And she is never, she is never afraid to try new things. She's always down to go attend festivals like German Fest with me, go to late night bands at fairs in the summer, go catch a quick beer flight while catching up and planning trips spontaneously to Nashville just to see a Luke Combs concert with me. That was fun. Nashville's also where Amanda decided to celebrate her bachelorette party this past October with lots of ladies that are in this vicinity. Also a fun time. It was fun. However, day one, not only did Amanda win a dance contest on a boat cruise against another groom, she also broke her foot the first night there. But that did not stop her. She carried on. She moved on. She had a great time with the rest of her trip celebrating, well, you. Growing up with Amanda as my older sister, she's always taught me some invaluable things that any good older sister does. She taught me how to write and sing songs in her basement bedroom with vibrato. She taught me how to drive with my knee, but also watch the speed and go a certain amount over so you do not get pulled over, so the police wouldn't know that you were speeding. Yeah. She is a speedy driver. She also taught me how to effectively sneak out of our parents' upper 2-story house through the window onto the roof, huddle on over to the side, and safely lower yourself to whichever friends were waiting below. Yes, she has taught me a lot of invaluable things. And some things she always talked about were dreams and her future. A somewhat little known fact is that I think I'd like to help Amanda realize her dreams of becoming a stylist at an early age. When Amanda and I were young, she decided she didn't care for my blonde pigtails too much, so she grabbed a pair of scissors, left them intact, and snapped those puppies right off of there. This left me with a very stylish, trendy cut of Devon Sawa and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. If you don't know who they are, mushroom cut. For many a years, thanks to my mom leaving those right up in there. So you're very welcome for helping you realize your dreams, and I'm so happy I could continue to be a part of your future successes. Speaking of success and happiness, I am so glad Amanda and Chris have found each other. Chris and I have always gotten along pretty well. We're both sarcastic, competitive, enjoy a plethora of Wisconsin sports, and not to mention a good movie quote here and there. We also thoroughly like to challenge one another whenever any possibility arises. I'm also very excited that since Amanda and Chris have met, he has helped her grow into a very large sports fan, especially for his beloved Bucks team. And that has allowed me to spend more time with not only my older sis, but my new brother as well. We've always been a pretty close family, and I am looking forward to spending even more time with my sister and my new brother. Before I conclude this speech, just hold on for one more day. Because do you know what we have here as a good gift token? We've got puppies. We've got puppies. From Bridesmaids, yes. So, come up here and grab a puppy. Jordan. Ladies, flower girls, come up here. Elin, Izzy, grab a puppy on your way out. Come on. You can take 2. The more puppies, the better. See how many you can fit in that suitcase of yours. Very nice. So, in conclusion, everyone please raise your glasses. I'm going to borrow yours. Amanda and Chris, I love you both. Congrats on your marriage and your future. Good luck. Have happy adventures. And we all love you here. Cheers! Salute! Prost!
Hello. All right, my voice has left me. I'm Dane, best man, leader of the crew down there, the boys. Thanks, guys. How about that ride in? Amazing day. First off, couple things. I did lose my voice, so I apologize about that. A couple things that you should know. I absolutely love weddings. I get emotional. I have 3 girls. I cry more often than I used to, and I'm also an ugly crier, so if I get emotional during this, I can't continue, and I'm going to pass things to Gio, and he'll just read the rest. If I'd like to start with a toast, if everybody can raise their glasses, it's going to be a little different than what you think. This first toast actually goes to John Fleischman for chipping his tooth. I've never seen somebody chip their tooth at a wedding. Let's give it up and cheers to Fleisch. That is commitment to the party. Yeah. Yeah. Also, we had bow ties for 8 people, and we failed to have anybody that was able to tie a bow tie. So cheers to Justin Donald for being the only person that could tie a bow tie. MVP. I've had the pleasure of knowing Chris for 22 years. We got started in Cutco together 2 weeks apart in the summer of 2002. The first 3 months that we worked together, I actually didn't like him. And when I look at why, it's a little childish, but in the office there were these really amazing backpacks, and he got the last one. And so it's a little childish, but I held on to that for a while. We then worked together for 3 years throughout college. We got really close throughout that time. And then post-graduation, we both took the plunge to open offices with Cutco, rode the emotional roller coaster being small business owners, and our path has stayed very close for the last 2 decades. When Chris asked me to be a best man, it was a huge honor for me because I know how many great friends Chris has. When I look around the group here today over the course of this week, the bachelor party all together, it was a big honor that Chris asked me to be his best man at this event. When I think about Chris, I could talk about him for a very long time. I've got a ton of stories that I could share. some better than others. There's three things that come to mind that really, I think, make Chris who he is. And the first one's loyalty. Anybody that knows Chris closely, he is one of the most loyal friends that you can ever have. He shows up for you whenever you need it, and sometimes you don't recognize that you do need it. There's been many times throughout the years that I've tested this in a more inebriated state, maybe at a bar where I maybe was a little too boastful, and then Chris had to become, my big brother in that setting to make sure things were okay. Chris is a tough shell to crack, but when you crack it and then you get through the couple of layers after that, which those of you that know him close know that he's got a few, when you're in with Chris, man, you are in. And I'm so excited for Amanda and Chris to have that special relationship for years to come. The second thing I think about is fun experiences. Chris has been described as fun by every person that has talked about him today. We had a cool man of the minute with the bachelor party today, and everybody was talking about how he just makes, his goal is to make every event and every interaction more fun. If you've had the opportunity with him to, whether it's go out or watch a game or just do anything, he's always trying to increase the vibes at wherever he's at, whether it's dance moves or his little hip hop ad lib thing last night at the reception. He is always there to make everybody else's experience that much better. I think over the last 20 years, we've traveled, I want to say it's 30 vacations together to over 20 countries is what I was trying to remember all of those. There's one that comes to mind, and Justin was involved as well. We were in Panama, and we were on this island chain called Bocas del Toro. Chris remembers this. We show up, and we convince Chris to allow us to shave his head and do a mohawk. Didn't take a whole lot of encouragement. And then we're taking these little boat taxis, and Justin Donald over there decided he couldn't wait to use the restroom until we got to where we were going. And there was a language barrier, so the boat captain finally said, fine, you can get in. He jumped into like 4 feet deep water and stepped on a sea urchin. If anybody knows what those are, the little black things with like 50 spikes. So he gets out he puts his foot up. He's got about 50 spikes in his foot, and they make you sick. And so we asked the boat captain, we're like, what should we do? And he's like, you have to pee on it. So of course, like good friends, Chris and I are trying to pee on him. And Justin doesn't allow it to happen. But that night, we served Justin a lot of cocktails. Justin and I put on our Chris and I put on our medical gear, and we performed a little surgery with a pocket knife and pulled out all 50 of these little things from his foot. And Chris and I had a blast. Justin, not so much. Chris and I get asked all the time if we're brothers. I got asked that a couple times yesterday, like, you guys aren't related. And we've been to Vegas, I don't know how many times together. And so we started making a fun game out of it that whoever gets asked the question, are you brothers, gets to make up the story. And then the other person has to go with it. So numerous occasions we'd be at blackjack tables. Somebody say, are you guys brothers? And then Chris would say, yep, absolutely. This is my younger brother. He's fallen on hard times. I'm trying to be there to support him. And I just have to go with it and say, yeah, life's tough. Chris is here for me, showing me the way. And so we've had a lot of fun. We'll call it role playing, but Jared, no, all right. The last thing that comes to mind is visionary. When I think about Chris and I think about how he pours into people, this is your gift. This is your ability, and it is such a great thing to see you use it. If you've had the opportunity to talk at length with him, not 10 minutes, not 20 minutes, but an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, he always questions everything. And he questions the way that things are done. He questions why things are done that way. He questions, just the relationships in general. And from that comes awesome conversation. And when I think about what he does best, it's unlocking that awesome, unique ability in other people. I'm excited for Chris to continue on his path with that. But those gifts in Vector, people call him Uncle Chris because they know they can have an unbiased conversation with a very experienced person that gives phenomenal life wisdom. I love weddings because it's the start of something that can be the most amazing experience of your life. I love you both. I know Amanda loves Chris unconditionally, a tremendous amount that's unmeasurable. You're going to get advice from so many people on how to have a great marriage. It's going to happen, and you should embrace that. You should try and get every little bit that you can, especially at a day like this. My tip is that marriage is what we make of it. We regularly pour into it, we reap amazing love. If we think that getting to this point we've arrived, then the rest is going to, the best day of your marriage will be today, and that would be sad. Marriage is like our health. If we take our eyes off of it, we can gain 10 pounds, lose abilities that we had before, and become a weakness and not a strength. But to be healthy, it takes a lot of mental engagement and intention. Being disciplined and thoughtful about your habits, what you put in your body, and how often you exercise. Marriage is no different. When you're on a roll with your body, your energy increases, your capacity increases, and impacts every area of your life. A healthy marriage is the exact same. When you're intentional with each other, when you're engaged in your relationship, it grows. The love grows and your experience grows, and that impacts every other area of your life. Work on the relationship. Don't be afraid of rocky times, because every relationship has them. Reach out for help to the amazing community of people that you have here. Don't be afraid to use a counselor when you need help with communication. Love each other, pour into each other, and always prioritize you time. I love you both. Let's have some amazing cocktails tonight. Let's dance to some great music and possibly chip a few more teeth. Thanks a lot. Here's to Chris and Amanda. Let's cheers.
Hello, I'm Paul Johnson. I'm the proud father of the bride, Amanda. When Amanda was 6 months old, I was home alone with her. Kathy was working that night. And we had she was crawling on all fours. We had a little space in the living room with toys and anything Fisher-Price. And cut out a little space for her to roam around. Well, there was a staircase going up to the second floor. And I thought, I can run upstairs just a second and get something out of the closet. She won't do anything. She's crawling on all fours. She'll just stay right here. Well, I went upstairs and I did my thing in the closet, and a couple seconds later I turned around and there was this face looking up at me and saying, "Look what I did." And that's the beginning of some amazing things that she's done. She's always had, later on she did basketball, and she loved to roller skate, and did those things. She always approached him with that kind of courage she had. She had this, she still has this artistic way about her that's so pleasant. And it's really inspiring to us when she makes that, it's just that extra special thing. When she does, you have to come around and see my tie tonight, but it's got a little picture of when she was small and I was older. I had a mustache. But that's just one thing. You can go on and on. She accomplishes things through her special way, and she's done such a good job in it, I thought. Very proud of you. And Chris is so much fun. When he started coming over to some of the family events that we had, I remember he set up a taste test with some sparkling water on the back porch, and I thought that was interesting. We were trying to see what it's like. Very enterprising young man. And I enjoy, now that they have their new house, I enjoy very much being asked to help out. I really do. Whether I'm helpful or not much help, I don't know, but I feel privileged when you do that. So I want to toast. Amanda has been a shining beacon since the beginning. Today, I gave your hand to Chris, and I know that he's going to love and cherish you as much as I do. Cheers.
Hey, everyone. I really, really appreciate that all of you came all this way for us. It really feels so good. You are our favorite people. You know, it's just so awesome to be able to celebrate this really, really great time with all of you. So I know it's a lot. You came on vacation and you came all the way to Mexico, but we really, really love you. We really, really appreciate you.
I got her to speak. I didn't think that would actually work. I put a microphone in front of her face and she started talking. That was amazing. She said, "You're talking. I'll just stand there with you." I said, "Cool. Let's just see what happens." And it worked. Nice, good lesson. I'm going to echo what Amanda said, a lot of it. And truly, when I've thought about this for a long time, and from where I've been from a single man to a married man, I've always put friendships first. And if you're here, and if you're here from either one of us, we really value your relationship, your wisdom, your energy, the shared experiences. And it's been amazing along the way. And so when we thought about who was going to be here, we really are super excited to share the last couple days, tonight, the next day if you're not leaving tomorrow at 10 a.m., Kyle, and everything in between. And you know, like Paul just said, this isn't, or someone just said, it's not an ending. It's the beginning of more and more. And thank you guys so much for being big parts of our lives as we've got to this point. And we look forward to continuing those relationships and having a phenomenal time tonight. Let's see who could be the best dancer tonight. Game on. Thank you.
Her open arms are welcoming. She'll rub your back all night when you're crying. She'll listen to you tell your story, hold your fear and all your worries, help you find the truth when they're all lies. Even when it's hopeless, she keeps trying. She's your mother, you love her, there won't be another place like her again you call home. She stands here to help you, there's nothing she won't do. As long as she's alive, you're not alone. You've got each other. That's your mother. She fixes all the broken things. When you're in love, she's got a ring to give to you. She hopes you'll give away. She don't care who you give it to, where they're from, if they pray like you. As long as they are good to you, that's enough. First thing she taught you was love is love. She's your mother, you love her, there won't be another place like her again that you call home. She stands here to help you, there's nothing she won't do. As long as she's alive, you're not alone. You've got each other. That's your mother. When you fail her, when you're afraid, and crying in the careless mess you've made, she'll make you clean it up yourself and offer you a little help and dry your weary eyes when you let her. But she'll look at you and know you can do better. She's your mother, you love her, there won't be another place like her again that you call home. She stands here to help you, there's nothing she won't do. As long as she's alive, you're not alone. And the secrets in your heart, she's always known. She's a beacon, a harbor, a lighthouse, her armor, a promise and a blanket when it's colder. You'll understand it more when you get older. You've got each other. That's your mother. You've got each other. That's your mother.
Come on, everybody, give it up for Maggie and Chris.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more open. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling us along.
I hope you dance.
Wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone.
I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean.
Put your hands together, come on, clap. Everybody, come on. Woohoo! Come on. Woohoo! Clap, clap, come on everybody, clap, 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 clap. Oh, changing glasses. Take it off. Woo!
Calls the mama, I'm sure all the hand and
Woo! Everybody hands up, come on.
Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, hey, hey, skipping and jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts that thumping and you, a brown-eyed girl.
Now it's Footloose. Come on. Come on, everybody, clap. Everybody, come on. Woohoo! Well done. That was amazing. That was great.
I get to love you. It's the best thing